I've got obviously just a question I'd love to ask, because I think companies want to understand, when looking at hiring nationals, or just in terms of the understanding of how that collaboration can happen, what are some of the recruitment tools and the resources and the steps someone can take when they start thinking about recruiting nationals?
All right. So when companies first, when they make up their mind about recruiting nationals, and we can go in more detail about this later, is what I always tell companies is to think about three things before they deploy whatever tools that are there. Okay, because the tools will be that the approach or the strategy the company adopts towards hiring nationals will dictate the type of tools and strategies that they want to apply. So that is very important. So what I ask them to do is think about three things. One is the question of value, the value nationalization, and having nationals in the GCC, in the UAE and the GCC, the value of having them on board in your organization. What does it look like? What is it exactly? Is it just a quota exercise, or is there a strategic value?
We have to be taking into account that cost of recruitment. I like that. Yes.
So first is the question of value. The second is the question of government policies. What are the government policies that we have to be aware of? Have they changed? And what are the government opportunities? You know, we saw the government opportunities, the announcement of the towards the last quarter of last year, the year of the 50, the large number of incentives for companies adopting nationalization. So what are these? And then the third, which is important, is the question of perception. That is very important. As a recruiter, you know, when you're about to embark, and I've seen this so many times, when you're about to embark on a nationalization drive, it is important to really understand that everyone is on board and that perception and bias doesn't play a role. Again, this is a diversity and inclusion exercise. And nationalization is a diversity and inclusion exercise. It's government encouraged or driven, but it is. How do we include this minority population into the private sector or a large workforce?